Hello and welcome to video number 112. This video is on proportion and the unitary method. Keywords are unitary, conversions and scale. Unitary means working out the value of one thing. Conversions are when you change one thing to another, and a scale is something that you get given that compares the one thing to a certain number of other things. Scales you get on maps might not always be 1 to something, and then the third question you'll see what I'm talking about. So the method states there are a lot of different looking questions that you are able to use this method for. The method is basically divide to find one thing and then multiply to find the number of things that you want to find in the question, or they want you to find in the question. You'll mostly be asked questions about the cost of specific items, but it could be about anything that's measurable. Okay, so let's have a look at 3 different examples in this video. The first one is about badges that cost £1.65. And we're going to find the cost of one badge. So the most simple thing to do is follow the method divide for one thing, and then that's it, because we don't need to multiply by anything else because we're finding one thing. I'm going to write this and show you that you can write it as a ratio, because ratios and proportion are pretty much, well, they are exactly the same thing. So if we write down the number of badges to the number of pence, right? If we got 3 badges for 165 pence, just did a quick conversion of the pounds and pence to pence. And then we write down 1 underneath that, you'll see we need to divide by 3. All right, so if we take this number and we divide by 3, we will get the number that we want for the number of pence it is for a singular badge. So take the 3 and divide by, or divide into 165. 3 does not fit into 1, so you cross it off, you carry it over. 3 goes into 16 5 times with 1 left over, and 3 goes into 15 5 times. So what that means is it's 55 pence per badge, 55p. Let's write pence. All right, that's for one badge. I'm going to get rid of that working out so you can see what I'm going to do for the next question. There we go. So 8 badges. If we want 8 badges and we know what one badge costs, and it's useful to know the cost of one unit, because if you're running a business, you want to know how much one item is and how much you can then sell each individual item for to make yourself a profit. That's a useful skill, isn't it? So we're going to take the 55p and we're going to times it by 8. So 55 multiplied by 8. Just use Chinese box method. Haven't used it for a little while. There we go. So 5 times 8 is 40. And 5 times 8 is 40. Add the diagonals, 0, 4 and 4. Easy peasy. Right, now we're going to convert our answer of 440 pence into pounds and pence. £4 and 40p. All right, you don't need to put the p on the end of that because you've got the pound symbol in the front of it. All right, and there's that. There's relatively simple stuff. Now, question 2 is slightly more complicated. I think £25 is worth 28 euros. So this is a conversion between currency. Again, a useful thing to understand. If you go to a exchange shop or exchange rate shop or post office, you take in £25 and you say, I'd like them in euros, please. They'd give you 28 euros if that's what the exchange rate was on that particular day. We've got to work out how much £1 is worth. Okay, so again, I'm going to set it up as a ratio, pounds to euros. And then I'm going to write down 25 to 28. And I want to get to £1, so I'm going to take my 25, I'm going to divide it by 25. So that means I've got to divide the 28 by 25 as well, and that would give me the number of euros that I would get for every pound that I take in. So I'm going to bring my calculator in to do that. That's going to be 28 divided by 25, and that equals 1.12. So euros wise, that is €1.12. Okay, but again, we don't need to put the cents on the end. 1.12 euros. Now in B, we've got to work out how many euros we'd get for £330. So what I can do is just continue with this ratio that I've written above. I could write down 330 here, right? Now to get from 1 to 330, I'd have to multiply by 330. All right, that gets me to where I need to be. All right, on this side, and then I'm just going to have to multiply this side by 330 as well. So the answer that we got to the last question can be used, again, because we found the 1 unit cost, the unitary method we've used. We're going to multiply by 330, and that will give us 369 point something 6. Okay, so that is money. So I've got to put the 0 on the end of that 6 there. So 369.60 euros is how many I would get if I went to the exchange shop and I asked for £330 worth of euros on this particular day. Okay, all right, let's have a look at the third and final question for this one. So on a map, 3 centimeters represents 45 kilometers. So on the map, 3 of those centimeters is 45 kilometers in reality. In reality, the distance between Portsmouth and Southampton is 46.6 kilometers. What is the distance between them on the map? Okay, so most of the time you'd want to convert between the units, right? Here we don't want to do that because we want to know what the distance is between on the map. All right, so I'm going to set this up as a ratio but with the different units in. All right, so that's the map. All right, that's our 3 centimeters, and that's our reality. Okay, 3 centimeters to 45 kilometers. And then I'm going to work out what 1 centimeter is. So 1 centimeter on the map would be, well, we'll divide by 3, and we'll divide by 3 on that side as well, and that gives us 15 kilometers. All right, now we want to get to 46.6. All right, that's a very awkward number of kilometers there. Okay, so I don't know what that multiplier is. I don't know what we need to multiply by on this side. So I'm going to take the 46.6 and I'm going to divide it by the 15. That's going to give me that awkward number there, which is a horrible number, right? And that's the number that I need to multiply 1 by. Okay, so 3.106 recurring. 3.106 recurring centimeters. Okay, so that is, yeah, it's a really awkward but a very accurate answer to the problem. Okay, we could give our answer as a fraction there if we wanted to, in all honesty, but that's how many centimeters it is. That is our final answer. Don't forget the recurring dots, centimeters. That's the distance between Portsmouth and Southampton on the map, right? And if you could measure to that degree of accuracy, well done, because I'm pretty sure I can't with my normal school ruler. All right, but there you go. That is how you would do all those different unitary style questions. There's going to be another couple of proportion videos where we use very similar, in fact, the same method, but for very, very similar questions, but specific type questions. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that one. Keep watching. Continue to practice by clicking the link in the description. All right, look after yourself. Take care. Bye-bye.